guys, welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, this is real, this is today, Sunday's video, guys. I actually made it to the beach. This is Carawell Resorts. Basically, I booked this like a couple months ago, guys. So this morning, we're just actually getting in here. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of the resort, and then I actually want to just have a conversation with you guys. As I was driving, I really came up with a lot of car projects and stuff. I think it'll be pretty interesting. It looks like you can't really see. Here's my wonderful wife enjoying the oceanfront view here of the beautiful beach. Guys, it feels really nice and warm here. Plenty of people at the beach, especially that way. They're just kind of like laying out here, enjoying it. I don't see any swimmers. I actually see some swimmers though. There's like 3 people swimming. But we're gonna be enjoying the actual beach. I mean, the actual pool. There's an indoor pool. There's like 3 outside pools. There's a couple kids play areas and stuff. But anyways, guys, let's dive in. I'm gonna talk about the project that I want to do, guys. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about an interesting project, guys. It is actually a Sprinter project. This is besides the 2012 Sprinter project. But guys, on the way over here, I was watching some YouTube videos, and somebody was taking a Mercedes G-Wagon, and they were basically just a normal type of SUV, and they were making it kind of like the 6-wheel drive Brabus that pretty much costs like $1 million in Dubai, basically like one of those styles. And they were going to try to build it, you know, as close as possible to the real thing. And I've seen the videos of the guy doing it. It took him like 3 months, and it's looking pretty nice. And that gave me an idea, and I'm thinking, what if I would take a Sprinter and do something very similar, and basically, you know, like instead of like having a dually, you know, like the normal one, like we're gonna add like another type of so I'll be adding like another axle on the back. And the cool thing about it is, guys, I already have all the parts to do it, so this project it would just cost me in time, basically a lot of man hours, which would be mostly my own. So here's the idea. I was thinking about taking the million-mile Sprinter that I have, because it's kind of like, it's not the best Sprinter I have, guys, but it's the Sprinter that allowed me to achieve a lot of success, I guess. You know, if you could measure, you know, my achievements of success. Without that Sprinter, I could have not do what I do today, including this YouTube channel. If we would not have all the breakdowns, I would not make all the videos, and if I would not have that Sprinter, I would not even be able to have my house. So I guess in a way, this video is sponsored by my old million-mile Sprinter, guys. So anyways, let's talk about the project, guys. This is actually what I'm thinking about doing. So let's imagine the Sprinter, if you could imagine, like this is the front end, you know, the curved glass, and this is the length. What I would do right behind the doors here, like right there, like I'm actually an artist, guys. I actually used to draw. I probably should draw like the actual specs of it and stuff. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. I would actually cut it away right past the doors with the roof right there. I would leave like part of the roof, and then I would cut in and cut right behind the actual driver door. You know, right there where you could see like where the fuel tank is. Cut it right behind it. And guys, what I would do is I would cut it down and then basically come across, well, all the way to the back. Just so you could imagine, I would cut like most of it off. So technically, I'm turning a Sprinter into a pickup truck. And just guys, bear with me. Like, let me tell you, this is gonna be like a very unique, interesting looking project. So I would cut it very nice, and so I could keep the Sprinter lines all the way back. I would probably have to move the lights down a little bit more, you know, but just a little bit above the, you know, the tires and stuff. Like I would like probably just, you know, go up like just a little bit more, probably like about a foot more on top. So it sort of like creates kind of like a pickup truck body. But then right after the actual, you know, the front doors and stuff, I would actually cut it down a little bit more. And this is why. I would take my other part Sprinter that I have, and I would cut the front end of it off, and I would cut like the rear of it off, you know, like right there, you know, like where the roof line goes. And basically all I would have left over is the portion where the window goes. I would remove the window. Obviously the roof is a little bit slanted over there. I would remove that slanted roof and stuff. I would just get rid of that. Just keep the form factor of the doors so that they close. Basically guys, what I would want to achieve is just take the cab and unbolt it from the actual chassis and, you know, bring it across and bolt it into the chassis of the million-mile Sprinter right in that spot right there. So I would cut that other section, you know, over and stuff. I am also considering about just, you know, when I cut mine off right there, you know, like right behind the chassis, cut it all the way down and then just move that completed section over. Just unbolt it and maybe, you know, get it off the Sprinter, just, you know, get it out of the way, you know, for the time being. So you just got the cab left over, and I would bring that second cab right over and I would weld it to that other cab. So ultimately what I'm actually getting is, guys, a 4-door Sprinter. Like they were all like actually open up. And as a matter of fact, guys, what an idea I just got now. Why not do suicide doors? Have those other doors open up. So we got this opening up this way, and those will be opening up this way. Why not do like a suicide doors so that the Sprinter actually has the door factor like this? So the doors would be like together, but they open up like that. I actually just come out with this on the fly because I was thinking about sticking with a normal design, but I think suicide doors would be so much more interesting. So that's what I would do. Actually turn the cab actually all the way around, and then we have that slanted curve. I would just build it up, guys, and weld the original Sprinter divider. Like I have the metal dividers, they're very heavy duty steel, and it's got the nice form factor of a truck, guys, and it's got a window, you know, already in it. Like I actually have a piece like that in my garage. And as a matter of fact, the Sprinter that I have, like the part Sprinter, it has one too. So technically I have like a couple of them, you know, if I needed to, you know, work something out, you know, with that kind of thing. So I would have that. And then when we actually get to the actual back of the chassis, guys, this is what I would want to do. I would remove it. Then, you know, where the rear, you know, tire is, and there's a drive shaft, I would leave that alone. It would still be rear drive by one single type of, you know, wheel in the back. Then after that wheel, I would weld on another frame, basically using the actual chassis from the part Sprinter. I would basically cut it off right there where the wheel is. I would cut that section off, bring it over, and weld it in, and, you know, like basically put some plated steel, you know, kind of like around it and stuff, you know, to support it and stuff like that, and some steel like inside, to where it's going to be very structurally sound. And as a matter of fact, you know, it would not actually hurt anything anyways, because it would be like on the ground. It's not like it's extended Sprinter where it's the whole thing is hanging down. I mean, it in a way would be extended, and it's still supported by those wheels. And you could actually keep the form factor of a van. I'm just trying to keep the, I just want to make the form factor of the Mercedes G-Wagon, the Brabus type of kind, and just kind of like do that. And then what I would do, guys, is like I would actually, you know, put the two wheels next to each other, then use also the original body lines, you know, like of that other, you know, van, you know, its original arc, and weld it together with the one I had actually remaining together with that one. So it'd have original wheel wells, you know, for the tires and stuff. And I would actually probably consider bringing them out a little bit more by using some kind of like a wheel spacer, or maybe some kind of deep dish type of rim, to where it brings it out a little bit. So I could create kind of like the Brabus has, like those, you know, like type of truck type of, you know, looking things on the sides. I just think for the dramatic effect, I think it would actually add a little bit to it. Probably do say, you know, like similar thing to the front, probably not dip dishes, probably just keep the same, you know, like wheels and stuff. But I would probably use something like rims for this design, like once I would be done. And then like once I actually combine the actual pickup truck body together with a crew cab type of a thing, and it's longer and stuff like that, like I'm pretty sure you guys wonder like how are you gonna do like the actual the rear differential. I would leave the original rear differential of that other suspension, but I would turn it the other way, you know. And in the future, I'm thinking about adding an electric engine right on the other type of a drive shaft, and basically making a, like a sort of like two engines. I would have like an electric engine, and I would have like a regular type of engine. So if let's say for some reason one engine dies or whatever, I could still get home with an electric engine that would be powering my rear, rear differential. And I just think that would be really unique. Plus, the electric engines, they don't take up much space at all. I mean, think of the Teslas. It's pretty much like flat pancake, and you got the batteries right inside, and engine and everything just kind of like, it's just compact, and you can put the body on top of it. So, very unique design. I've been wanting to do an electric Sprinter for a while. I'm thinking this would give me like an option of having an electrical Sprinter without compromise. You know, I could have electrical Sprinter when it's like local driving, and I could have the diesel engine when it's basically like long distance. But, you know, this is just like, you know, like a little bit of thinking, probably not like a good idea as far as like driving around like electric because, you know, but my engine would be off, the steering wheel would be like hard to turn. So there would be a lot of those kind of like things that would not be fun. But let's say I needed like boosted horsepower, I could turn that engine on. Let's say like go up hills and stuff, especially if I would be, you know, somewhere stuck in a mud or whatever, I could just use that to actually, you know, get out of that, you know, type of situation. I think that's gonna be fun. But guys, once I actually build the whole body and stuff like that, and, you know, have like a 4-door type of a, you know, Sprinter with like suicide doors, basically like a truck, I think none of us really seen it. I have a couple ideas for it. Like the first idea is maybe keep it as a classic type of look, or maybe use some form factor from, like, let's say like Mercedes G-Wagon, and basically just use, you know, some of that same lighting, some of the same boxy type of effects. I think it also would look really good. What I would do, guys, as well, where the truck body is, I'm doing it like that for a reason as well. Not only that it becomes a truck, but right there where the wheel wells are, you know, like in the back, all the way in the whole cross section, I would probably weld in a wide section like that of some kind of steel, you know, like I would probably find something that, you know, I could use and just weld it. And this would allow me to have the actual pickup truck on the inside, but also stick a car like on top of it, like, you know, like one of those like flatbeds and stuff. And I know I mentioned this before when I was, you know, buying like one of the cars at auctions. I said, what if I would just, you know, cut off the Sprinter body and, you know, stick a car on top of that? And, you know, like some of you guys wrote in the comments that it would not like be like a good idea because I would lose a lot of structural integrity and stuff like that. But guys, if you really think about it, you know, the chassis of the Sprinter, you know, the actual, you know, like frame and stuff, you know, with the wheels and stuff, like the whole body of the van just comes off like that. So yes, I would lose that structural integrity, but I really would not need it because I would already combine the actual cab. So that's going to be its own thing. And, you know, the truck portion is going to be its own little thing that I would actually reinforce and have on there, just like the normal type of beds. And I'm also considering of just welding the pieces together and make it like a kind of like a pickup truck that Hondas have. It's all connected like one piece. So that would be kind of like part of the thinking type of process. I would also add some kind of bars to, you know, the side of the, you know, like chassis, kind of like steel like bars and stuff. So just to give it like more like a off-road type of feel, maybe some kind of lighting as well. Some kind of like you know, like a bumper like that on the front, like a metal thing. You know, I just think it would be really fun and interesting to do. And I know what you might be thinking is, you know, where I'm going to do these things, guys, but I am planning to actually build a shop in the near future. I really don't know exactly when I'm going to do it because I have so many projects that I'm about to do. But it is a little bit closer than we actually think. You know where I have the garage sitting right now? I'm actually getting ready to build the fence. It's going to be 8-foot fence. I already bought the wooden posts so that I could actually build the fence and stuff. So that's going to be done sometime later this year. And I already got the machine that, you know, to dig the holes and stuff. So once I do that, I'm planning to kind of go at it like two things. Like I have an option of spending about $12,000 and just getting a 40, basically like 41 by 30 type of roof. You know, it's already going to be covered and it's really, you know, structural and stuff like that. Like it's kind of heavy duty. The walls would be kind of like on the sides about like 12 feet. On the inside, probably about like 20 feet and stuff. It'd probably be okay. I could probably lift it up a little bit more, you know, but I'm also thinking maybe like going like 14 feet on the sides, you know, like if you think about the roof going like that, 14 maybe feet over here. But we will see. So I'm going to build a unit like that, and even if I don't have walls, guys, I'm already gonna have a roof over my head, and I could park a Sprinter behind there or two and start basically working on it, you know, chopping away at it and building stuff like that. But then I plan to close the shop up and stuff like with probably steel, because it would be like the cheaper option, and go from there. But basically, guys, that's actually where I'm planning to do it, and that gave me an idea because also I was watching a video of somebody in Russia or Ukraine that were actually working on converting that type of Mercedes G-Wagon into a six-wheel drive. All this guy had is basically fenced-in yard. He was doing it in his house, and he had just a roof over his head, guys. Like, nothing that big. He probably had something, you know, maybe 16 by 20 at best. That was his working area, and that's actually where he built it, outside, basically in the elements. So obviously he was doing it kind of like in the summertime, but I live in South Carolina, so it doesn't really get that hot anyways. So this is one of the projects that I'm thinking about doing, guys, and I have other projects that I want to do as well. And it would be too much for the scope of this video. Probably record it like in another video, guys, explaining that kind of thing. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This is the idea that I'm sharing with you guys today. Please let me know your thoughts. What are you thinking? Any of the suggestions, you know, what you guys might have. And if you guys have any questions, like, why are you doing it? Like, and I'll just answer like this, because I can, and I think it's going to be fun. And I would really enjoy, you know, driving it like that and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions, whatever, just write in the comments below. You know, let's talk to each other and stuff like that. And enjoy it. So I'll see you guys in my next video.
Saw your picture